Hi, we're here with a special report at the BioPark, and we're going to learn about a special project at the zoo with Dr. Baird Fleming, who runs the whole show here in Albuquerque. And so you'll never guess where we are, buried deep underground amongst the ice. Tell us where we're at.
Yeah, we're deep in the underbelly of the new penguin exhibit.
Awesome. All right, well, what is the update? I know this project's had a lot of anticipation. We're very excited about it, and we're also curious what the latest is.
Yeah, everybody always asks me, no matter where I go, if I have a BioPark shirt on, it's, so tell us about the penguins. So I'm here to tell you about the penguins. We've got 3 species coming in. We got the gentoos, the macaronis, and the kings. And the facility itself is moving along really nicely. It's really shaping out great. Bringing penguins into the desert is a major accomplishment. So we're really trying to make sure that we cross all our T's and dot all our I's, because if we can't put them here, there's not really any other penguin exhibits around to rush them to. So we're really being very, very careful about how we roll this out.
So tell us, I guess, firstly, how is this in terms of degree of difficulty, and are there any other zoos that have this in the area? Where are we at in the pantheon of exhibits and so forth for penguins?
So actually, to my knowledge, the last penguin exhibit that was built here in the United States, I believe, was Detroit's, and that was a $30 million project, major undertaking. And again, for us, this is a major undertaking too. Technology has progressed just that much further. You wouldn't think about it, but again, you're bringing penguins to the desert. We have to have special lights, we have to have special filters, we have to have special temperatures, both in the water and in the air. So there's a lot of scientific knowledge that just gets dumped into a facility like this.
So tell us about some of the safety concerns and issues having to do that. I mean, these are subarctic penguins, and they're going to be in the high desert of New Mexico. So what all do you have to consider, and how is that kind of impacting also the rollout and the opening?
Sure. Well, the biggest thing that we always have to worry about is temperature, right? Because these guys, they don't like 105-degree weather. They like it at about 42. So our water is anywhere from 45 to 50 degrees. Our air temperature inside the exhibit is at about 42. Now, don't worry, anybody visiting is not going to have to endure 42-degree temperatures. But, right now, for example, the reason why we don't have penguins here in Albuquerque is because they're all molting, which means they're dropping their feathers and they're getting new ones, and they're breeding. So it's time for them to make their eggs and make the little ones, and so we can't interrupt that. That would be a major, major issue if we were to do that. So we're waiting for them to be done and ready for us to bring them both from San Diego and from Orlando. So we're getting sunny penguins.
Nice. Well, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, I can understand how, you don't really think about it, but getting the penguins here has to match with their own sort of seasonal cycles. And so now's not the best time to disrupt nature at play. And so when do you think we might be able to have them here in Albuquerque?
We're hoping to start bringing them in April. Now, that's just when they hit soil, when they hit Albuquerque turf, That's not when we're going to be able to roll it out right away, because these guys, they're pretty delicate. So we bring them in, we settle them in, we get them all used to where they're supposed to be and how they're going to be operating and what their life is going to be like. And then when we think that they're all nice and calm and ready to go, we'll open the doors. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't going to be a year process or anything. We're talking about maybe a few weeks to a month at the most. And we have an all-male group coming in, and those are our king penguins. So yes, they're molting. No, they're not breeding. So.
Well, I love the idea, actually. I think the timing makes a lot of sense. It's going to be super hot outside, crescendo of the summer, and everyone's just going to love coming down here where it's nice and cool and to see those penguins. So that'll be actually, I think, a really good, refreshing fit for probably the summer or spring. Now, tell us a little bit about the other aspects of the exhibit, some of the other fun things we can look forward to.
Oh, man, I think we got some really cool stuff coming in. One of the things that you're going to be able to experience when you first go into the entrance, or the main area of the penguins up top, you're actually going to be able to look at the Aurora Australis, so the southern lights. And this isn't just a recording or anything like that. This is going to be actually what the Southern Lights are doing at that moment in time. We're going to have them piped in. We've got a live stream coming in. It's going to be the coolest thing ever for somebody in New Mexico to actually be able to walk in to a building and see the Southern Lights. I mean, that's going to be amazing right there. We're going to have all kinds of educational opportunities when you're walking down and around the exhibit. We've got some touch tables. We're going to have opportunities to actually talk to some researchers that are in Antarctica. We've got actual recordings of what it sounds like underneath the ice in Antarctica. And trust me, I was blown away when I heard this, because I never knew what a leopard seal sounded like, but I think they have something similar in Star Wars. I mean, it's just the most bizarre thing, and it's the coolest thing ever. I think people are just going to be blown away by some of the educational stuff we have.
Awesome. My 3- and 5-year-old are going to love that.
Mine too.
As well as the rest of the town, and I will too.
Yeah.
But well, very exciting stuff. We're looking forward to that, and of course, lots of great zoo activities and biopark in the winter. You know, one of the fun things about our city is we often associate the summer with going to the zoo and the biopark, but now we have amazing exhibits that work year-round. Some of the animals are even more playful and active, and then we have temperature-controlled environments, you know, like the bugarium and things like that are actually, when it's snowy and rainy outside and I got to take my kids somewhere, aquarium, bug room, they work great. And all the indoor exhibits here at the zoo.
There you go. Yep.
So come check us out, and then spring, summer, we will welcome our penguins.
Excellent.